Hi, everyone. Welcome to In5d Global Predictions with
Mhm.
me, Greg Prescott, and my co host, the lovely, beautiful, sexy, gorgeous, funny Ali Prescott. Hi, baby.
Hello, my love.
We have a 5-second delay today, so bear with us.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
And yeah, I can't. We're a little late because of me. I came in a little late, so you can blame me on this one. Real quick, we're not probably going to spend 40 minutes greeting everyone, so we're going to do some greetings right now. Um, and get to the questions. If you do have a question, do as we say below. As a matter of fact, the first comment is a question. Hi to Ann Weaver. Thank you for checking in. Oh my God, she posted this at 1:53 p.m. Okay, she wanted to make sure that this question got in. But she's asking, will the dock workers strike cause an increase in food costs for the USA? If you have a question, write it down like that, all uppercase. That way we'll see it. And hi to Akasha joining us, and there's Chrissy getting in early.
Hi. Hello.
Got a request for your healing list. Uh-oh. Did you get that?
Yeah, I'll try and find my healing list because I'm not at my daughter. Staying at my daughter's today, so the background's all different. I'm looking after the doggies, so I will find it. It's somewhere around, but I will find it. So, who was that last name? Could you just put up the last name? Put Angelica.
And
Okay, and then could you please put me on the healing list? Yep, I've got it written down, and I'll put it on there as soon as I can.
hi to Raven and Mel.
Hey, Vera.
Vix. Oh, yeah, Raven.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, Vera. I knew that. Mel. That's a new name, Vixter Gal. Hi to Vixter Gal. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Hi to Lilith and Sarah. Moorer. Thank you for joining us. Maura and Sarah are joining us on Facebook.
Hey.
Hi to Martell. How are you?
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hello. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. It's always difficult, isn't it, trying to find your way when you're staying at someone else's house. So yeah, but it's good. I love it. The dogs are being treated like king and queens. So are the guinea pigs. So the dogs are eating raw meat, so they're loving it along with their biscuits. There's loads of things going on. So before we kind of move on into the questions, I've got a few things I want to chat about, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Going. There's a lot going on in the UK, and obviously the Iran and oh no, don't single me out, baby. No, that's not what I meant at all. No.
I'll just sit here and smile.
That's not what I meant at all. No, that's not what I meant at all. I wanted to talk to you, Mr. Prescott, about what's happening. Let's say hello to everybody. I was thinking just before we do the questions. Some of the questions might be what I want to talk about.
Well, that was it. We got all caught up, except for now we just got a few more. Lisa joined us, and Sarah, and Deb. That's it. We're caught up. That's it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, obviously, the biggest thing that's going to be on everybody's mind is the fact that Iran has just missiled. Oh my goodness, where is it? They
Israel.
Missiled?
Israel,
didn't they? So that's pretty massive. And I want to know really what's going to be happening with that. I want to ask some questions about that. So what's your take on that, darling?
I asked you the other day, is it possible for a country to nuke itself? And in this case, not necessarily nukes, but missile itself in order to start a war. And you said no. I say yeah, because we did that. We basically did that in World War II here in the United States. We let Japan bomb Pearl Harbor, and gave them, everything that they needed to know. It wasn't us that did it to ourselves, but we allowed a different country to do that to instigate World War II, or at least our participation in it. So yeah, would I put it past?
Yeah, no, you said nuclear.
I did.
You said nuclear.
I know. I thought I clarified it.
I was no to nuclear. Yeah, that's all I was saying. No to nuclear. But yeah, I mean, they look at what happened on 9/11. What happened there? I mean, countries will go to all sorts of lengths to start wars and do what they want to do. So yeah, but it's very interesting, darling, because all of those kind of missiles, they didn't hurt anybody. They went to land, just landmarks. They didn't go into the populace. So what do you reckon on that? What does everybody else think about that?
Well,
I've got a theory.
You made a good point about 9/11. Everyone, I believe, knows that it was the George Bush and his administration that allowed that to happen to our own people here in the United States, in New York City. I don't think that's a conspiracy theory anymore, honestly. So, yeah, is it possible? Fuck yeah, it is. Is that what's going on right now? I'm not sure, but it's possible.
Yeah, see, my feeling is what happens if it is so I've learned something today, because I didn't know much about the details between Israel, Hamas, Iran, and all of that. I didn't know. I didn't understand it. All I know is I didn't want to we're both the same. We didn't want to get involved in that because, there was bad on both. So there's a guy called Tulsi TV. I don't know if anybody else watches him, but he's a really nice guy, very balanced. I like his energy. So anyway, he was basically explaining that 95% of the population in Iran are basically being controlled. They actually don't want any part of wars, and they don't want any part of it. There's 5% that are extremists, and it's these extremists that are doing what they're doing. So they want to make deals. They want to kind of like get balanced and everything. So, and obviously that's where, the Hamas attacks came from, those extremists. So it's not the people. So, I hope that they don't bomb the people. They need to get to those 5 bloody %,
It's that way in every country. It's that way in the UK.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking wants war. But yet, what was it, last week? Zelensky was here begging for money in Pennsylvania, and the Democrats are signing missiles that they're sending to Ukraine. They're autographing them as if that's a fucking celebrity thing to do.
Whoa.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, that was awful. That made me feel sick. That was disgusting.
We have enough issues going on here in the United States, like with all the flooding that's going on, with the hurricanes, homeless veterans, places that are closing down. Our food prices are exorbitant, rent out of this world. and we're sending all these trillions of dollars to the Ukraine when we can't fix our own problems.
Yep.
For fuck's
I
sake.
agree. I absolutely agree. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, so I'm just thinking, I'm wondering if this may be a white hat thing. I'm not certain. I haven't asked my guides. But imagine that if a white hat kind of, did the missiles so that they didn't actually hit anybody, but they're just kind of like stirring things up so that the dictatorship can be taken down. And it's not then seen as, us being the dictators coming in and taking over. What do you think about that?
It's a possibility. I haven't thought about that. I'll be right back. I left my cards in the other room. I'll be right back. It's a possibility, though.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What about everybody else? What do you guys think? There's just so much happening. And the Iron Dome that they have over there, because they sent so many missiles, it couldn't cope with it. So that's why they did penetrate through. But only one person actually died. I think that person was Iranian, I believe. So, yeah. Deb says that's a spin. I know, I'm not saying that is what I'm picking up. I was just kind of throwing out some ideas. I know that what they're trying to do is to wake as many people up as possible. And so, they are, getting, it's like, what more do they have to do? You're watching the shit show with Kamala and you're watching what's going on, with that. And people are still choosing to have another 4 years of what they've dished out. And I don't know anybody who has to be sane who could want that in America. And yet they're still doing that. So that just blows my mind.
I got a message today. Well, all right, let me do a quick screen share here. I've posted a couple things on my Facebook page, and I'll show you guys. For example, Hollywood Unveiled. Jennifer Lawrence announced that she's endorsing Kamala Harris. Here's a photo of Jennifer with Harvey Weinstein. I wonder if she attended any of Diddy's freakouts as well. And you can see how corrupt aligns with corrupt on that. And then I made this post. What do the following all have in common? And they all attended a Diddy party or they're all Democrats, which is true. I mean, but then I got this comment from this woman that says, "Oh my God, your posts have gotten so one-sided. So if I talk to someone who has charges brought against him, then I am guilty by association. I thought I still live in the United States where innocent till proven guilty. God forbid, I guess in your world, I'll just stick to myself and not talk to anyone because I don't know where they have been or what they might do in the future." And I said, yeah, this was my response. In the end, I stand in the vibration of truth, love, and light. That's the exact opposite of people like P. Diddy, Jeffrey Epstein, and Harvey Weinstein, and virtually all of Hollywood and the music industry. In the past, I have voted for Hillary and Bill Clinton, Democrat. I've also voted for independent Ross Perot and libertarian Ron Paul, but the left has become so corrupt that they need to be called out for what they are. And of course, it's not all of the left, just as there is corruption on the right as well with people like Mitt Romney, George Bush, John McCain, etc. If you identify with those Hollywood and music personalities who are corrupt, then that's up to you. I don't. And lastly, I have friends who are Democrats, and we agree that politics should never come ahead of friendship. If I were to meet you face to face, I wouldn't talk about politics, In the end, my values are reflected by who I associate with more so than the political party I represent. Take care, Barbara. And that's. But people are.
Fair enough.
How do you answer that?
The way you did.
I wasn't calling her out, but I am calling out the people that are corrupt. And it just happens to be most of them are on the left. It's not all. There's corruption on the right. Like I said, George Bush, John McCain, Mitt Romney, and plenty more. But it's mostly on the left.
What I've been channeling through regarding the P. Diddy parties is there were different levels of the party. So they may have gone to some of the party, but there was after parties, and that's where the freak-offs happened. And so that's where the drugging of the alcohol and the things like that. So wouldn't surprise me if P. Diddy said her, him, her, and him. And he basically went round his party and chose. That's something that I would feel that he would do.
I agree, but it wouldn't surprise me if most were involved anyway. And there were only some that may have walked out, but I think most were involved. Matter of fact, I'm putting together a video right now of the Super Bowl shows since 2020, and they all have one thing in common. Well, several things in common. Rap and hip-hop artists all performed since 2020. They all have connections to P. Diddy, and the music that's being brought to the NFL's woke Super Bowl shows is being brought by Jay-Z's Rock Nation, so who's tied in with Diddy as well. So you can see these connections. So if the music and the halftime shows, which we all have seen numerous times, every year people point out all the satanic connections to the performers in the halftime shows.
Yeah.
Put one and one together. How does this reflect on the National Football League, the NFL? Its commissioner, who's woke, Roger Goodell, who has a gay brother, and the NFL brand itself. How does it reflect on all of that? So I'm putting a video together that ties everything together on that.
Good. I have sent you a few videos from this lady called Jaguar. She's been shouting about Diddy and Diddy parties for a long time. She has attended. She's tried to help some of the people at the parties, and nobody listened to her. And now everybody wants to listen to her.
There's a 45-minute video and an hour and a half video. I think I put the hour and a half video into the my article that I wrote about that will center around this video. I also have a meme that I put together that shows all the connections as well. So it's like three different things: a powerful meme. It's going to be an incredible video, and an article that you'll be able to find on In5d that exposes all this corruption.
I can't wait, darling. I can't wait.
That's what I've been busy doing.
I love your videos.
And I want to thank you for putting that message out for me. I've had some issues with I'll mention it, with my heart. There's some blockages that are going on, and Ali put a message out there for people to send me loving, healing energy, and I appreciate that. I've got 5 tests coming up in the next month, and it's going to take some time to get the results, and it's been weighing heavily on me. And there was an edge to me last week, because that's when I basically found out the news, and it sucks because I feel I feel the blockages. I feel there's times where I feel pain in my heart area, and I've already had a quadruple bypass, and it scares the fuck out of me to have another one, or if I'll even live through another one. So yeah, there's a lot on my mind. So thank you to everyone who sent loving, healing energy to me, and please keep me in your thoughts and in your on your healing list, Ali.
Will do. Will do. And it was really tricky because I had to put that out there, but Greg had said, don't tell anybody. So, but I think that had a terrible effect on people because they didn't know. I think they imagined all sorts of things because they were messaging me about it all, and it was like I can't say anything. So I'm happy personally that you've shared with everybody. But I know that Greg wanted to make sure that his sister knew, his mum knew, his daughter knew, you know. So you know, it was a bit difficult, but the panic was, let's get the healing started. That was what our mindset basically. So thanks to everybody.
I appreciate that, and thanks for all the well wishes, and you know, it makes a difference. It really does. I don't know where it's going to go from this point forward. It's got a lot of tests to go through, and we'll see. So anyway, let's go back to. Well, we got a question from Chrissy asking about the flooding. Hi to PD, Lori.
Hello, Lori. PD.
Alish. There's Jeremiah. How are you, Jeremiah?
Hey, Jeremiah.
Tell has a question. And there's Rob. How are you?
Tell.
Yeah.
Hi, Rob.
All that shit was set up. I agree, brother. There's Claudette. Thank you for joining us, Claudette. Yes.
Hey, Claudette.
Uppercase. You guys are getting it. We appreciate that. There's Susie. Walking through 3D.
Thank you. It makes it stand out. Yeah. Now that's our lovely Dee. If anybody can go over to Dee's channel and just subscribe to Dee because it's the new channel and we just want to support her. She did astrology readings with me last week and she did an amazing job. So I haven't been able to do the astrology readings this week because one, I was moving into my daughter's place on Sunday and I was really in so much pain I couldn't cope. And then today I wanted to do something today and there was no way my body was going to let me today either. So and I wanted to make sure I could do this. So I had to choose which I had energy for. And so yeah, I'm sorry.
Everyone understands, my love. Anne says, I think you're causing cognitive dissonance for that woman, so she lashed out at you. Yeah, because her world got rocked. Here's the truth. And she's kind of taking the side of everything against it. Yeah. Thank you, Claudette. You answered perfectly. Yep. Not everyone's going to like it today.
I agree.
Totally, Mel. I agree. And football is a distraction. I agree. And that's why I do like it. That's the one distraction I allow to come into my life on football Sunday. It gets me away from everything. Yeah. My fantasy team's undefeated. That's good. Of course, yes, this is live. Hi, Gemini.
Yes, it's live. That's why I put a name up just now.
Nice. All come together to heal Greg. Aw, thank you. There's enough of us to do it. Thank you for telling us. Well, I figured you guys are family too. My closest family I had to tell first, but I felt obligated to tell you guys too.
Yeah.
Hi to Shannon. Thank you for joining us. And no need to apologize, Ali. Self-care is important. From Anne.
Yeah, I had to do that. So some stuff in England is happening. Okay. A couple of people are stepping down on the Labour Party. One is it's a lady called, oh my goodness, Rosie Duffield, and she's quite well known and loved out there. And she said, I can no longer stand next to Keir Starmer and listen to what he's doing. And what he's doing to the pensioners, what he's doing out there. It's not what we all agreed. There is lots of unsettled people in the party. We are very, very, very disgusted. And she said, I am going independent. I'm walking out. And there was another one that happened a couple of days ago, which is good. And then another one was head of the civil service boss, Simon Case. He resigned as well. And this is because of the clash with the Prime Minister. Okay. He said the real Prime Minister, which is Sue Gray, and he said it in a sarcastic way. So apparently there's like a puppeteer that is puppeting Keir Starmer, and her name is, and she's linked to the Rothschilds and things like that. Or that's what he was kind of like insinuating. He was up there with those families. He's and yes, Sue Gray apparently is the one that's really pulling the strings, and he doesn't want anything more to do with it. So they are coming away and being disgusted about all of his antics. So it's music to my ears.
Right on. It's and I think we're going to see a lot more of this coming around soon, along with people just disappearing, stepping down, CEOs, all sort. Most people in Hollywood and the entertainment industry, they won't be able to walk the streets real soon. It's almost that time right now. If they have these connections to corruption, and it's not just Hollywood and the entertainment industry. There's a lot of professionals, like I mentioned, CEOs, bank presidents, stuff like that, politicians that are all tied to this corruption, and it's going to come out. It's already coming out. So they won't be able to walk the streets.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that before. That time is coming real soon.
Good. No more than they deserve. So thank you everybody for the healing for my lovely, sexy, gorgeous husband.
Thank you.
And that's another reason why he couldn't fly here. Obviously, he can't get in a plane and do a 10-hour flight. He can't do that. So that is out of the question right now. So yeah, just so.
I think it's a 15-hour flight, and I had an uncle.
Is it?
Yeah, I had an uncle that died on the plane who had a triple bypass, and yeah, that every time I fly back and forth, it goes through my mind. But I've made it back and forth safely a number of times to the UK, and I will go back again. I can't wait to see my love, my gorgeous wife.
Mm.
Why don't we start answering some more questions? I love you too, baby. You ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ann Weaver was so excited about this question, she asked it at 1:53 p.m. It's probably
I love it.
I think that's when I set up the StreamYard YouTube account. It must have got posted to YouTube at that point.
Well done, Anne. I love it.
Like, yeah, I got to ask this question. And here it is. So, will the dock workers strike cause an increase in food costs for the United States? Well, yeah, I got the double card. There's some shenanigans that are going on with it, but there's already options that are being worked out that can bypass any potential hazards, sharp increases and stuff like that. And I'm getting that it's going to ultimately it's going to lead to a greater awakening or understanding. It's going to unleash the corruption that's behind it. Something fucked up about this that's going to get exposed. That's going to help people say, oh, you know, there's so many distractions going on right now. And then afterwards, I see celebration. So, short term, you're going to start seeing a spike, but long term, I think it's going to calm down and maybe even reverse because of that celebration card, and that might happen when Trump takes office. So, anyway, let's see what Ali has to say about that. That's what I have.
Okay. You can mind that. So this is probably the answer to that. I got the neediness card. So I don't feel as if it's going to be all items. It will be some. Okay, so some items will be. I already feel that there has been things. It's like these companies, these big companies, they're the ones that lose out on sales, and so they have already stockpiled certain products. Here in the UK, it was about loo rolls, and there was never any loo rolls on the shelves. I don't know if it was the same in America, but that's what it was like. And so yeah, I feel that it's going to be certain items, but I do feel you won't see that much disruption and that much change in prices. I really do not feel that they can go up much more than they are at this moment without there being some serious civil unrest. So yeah, it's temporary. Everything is going to be sorted out, and I know you must be sick of Greg and I talking about it, but it is all going to be sorted out with Mr. T. It's not just him; it's the movement behind him. It's everything that is what he is representing. Okay, so yeah, that's what I get.
Thank you, my love. Our next question comes from Chrissy, and she's asking, will the flooding in Tennessee and North Carolina cause problems for food shortage in the United States? Yeah, boy. The flooding there was horrendous. It was pretty bad here in Florida as well. I've seen some pictures of Siesta Key, and it got flooded really badly. But as for Tennessee and North Carolina, will it cause problems for food shortage? Well, we got the hanged man again. I think that they're gonna make it seem worse than what it is. And I know that the Red Cross is asking for money and donations. Fuck the Red Cross. Look at how they handled Haiti. All that money that went to Haiti. What they build? One house, two houses? I don't remember what the hell they did. Yeah. Donate your money locally to local charities. Well, it may cause problems. Just short term. And once again, I'm seeing this. It's, they want to, we got the double card again, along with the hangman twice. Pay attention to the cards that keep coming up. They want it to cause that kind of distraction. And was it fed? Was it that storm fed? There's some images that showed that it looked like some kind of energy was fed into the eye of the storm when it was off the coast of Sarasota, basically, and perhaps energized, and it became a super soaker for once it landed in the United States. So it's as if they wanted this more for the distraction of everything that's going on, like with P. Diddy and the music industry and celebrities and politicians, than they do of anything else. So once again, I see this as only being temporary. There's ways around. I know that, like, I think, what was it, I-40, Interstate 40? The whole road got wiped out, sections of it. And that's going to take time. You're going to have to detour around. And but there are ways to get to cities, and it might just cause temporary food shortages. But I think overall, the food will get there. And once again, the corruption will be exposed. That's what I have. Let's see what Ali has to say.
There may be a bit of disruption here because the dogs want some treats, so I've been flinging the treats all over the place. So I forgot, actually, it's going to cause a lot of noise while they're trying to get them. But anyway, I have been saying all along that the weather manipulation machine is in the hands of the black hats, and this is all to disrupt the voting. It's going to increase, and I'm really sorry, I don't like giving doom and gloom readings, but that's what they've been giving me, loud and clear. So that's what they're trying to do at this moment in time, trying to cause disruption. There are a lot of independent, I feel wealthy people that are actually coming up and stepping in. So I really don't feel as if there's going to be as much disruption as we think. They have already anticipated, the White Hats have anticipated that this is what they were going to be doing. This is what they are doing. And so they're trying to stop as many of these attempts of weather manipulation as possible. There would be a lot more than this if they hadn't. But what they're doing is, they are, obviously getting organized in the background. So it's designed to create anger and fear, and we need to put it out there of everything's going to be fine, everything's going to be, I know people, oh my goodness, I've seen some of the flooding. How can you stay positive when you've got you've just lost your home, or you've just lost everything, or your livestock, or people have died? There's been 600 people have passed away. So, trying to stay positive with that is no, well, you just can't. So yeah, there is a lot of anger, and this is exactly what they're trying to do, to create more of that. So definitely a black hat operation. I don't think it's natural. So that's what I get.
I agree. Thank you, my love. Martel is asking our next question: was the hurricane natural, or was it caused? Maybe, or was it caused? Maybe because of the ports and lithium mines that we have. Speaking of lithium, I want to show this video because I aren't electric car batteries lithium batteries, I believe. But here's a video of an electric car. Check this out. During the flood, the garage is flooding, right? The water is rising up in the garage. And here's the electric car right here. Watch what happens. Catches fire. Yet
Oh my goodness.
another reason not to buy electric cars. And I hate the fact that they're pushing that shit down our throats. Right? It's like they want, in California, all cars have to be electric by 2025, 2020. I forgot what year, maybe 2027. I don't know. They're forcing people to have electric cars, which is bullshit. If it only runs 300 miles, you can't drive from Florida to New York. I couldn't. It would. You know how long it would take for me to go see my daughter driving an electric car from Florida to New York? 20 some hours on just regular gas. Fuck. Anyway, let's get to the question. That's me ranting.
Can I just say on that note, Mum's had to buy. She's had to get one. She had some help from a charity. She had to get a hybrid, so it is half and half.
That's okay.
Financially, so she doesn't have to charge it. She doesn't have to charge it up, and she's hardly had to put any petrol in it. So, that's not so bad. But it does worry me, that catching fire thing with her. So
yeah, hybrids aren't as bad because they recharge themselves. And anyway, Martel's question. Third time in a row I got these two cards. Third time in a row. Something's fucked up. Some shit's going on behind the scenes, folks, that we need to look at from a different perspective, right? Was the hurricane natural or was it caused? I'm getting it was fed, just like what I was talking about in the last question, where it looked like energy weapons were fed into the eye of the hurricane to intensify it, and then look at all the destruction it caused afterwards, and what it brought to everyone, and the strife that so many people are feeling because of it. So yeah, it was a little of both. I think it was originally natural, but it was fed. It was fed to become what it is right now. And I'm going to shuffle the crap out of these cards to make sure I don't get those two cards again. But sometimes the cards are just what the cards are, and you pay attention to what they are when they come to you. So that's what I have. Let's see what Ali has to say if she's not feeding the dogs. Or herself.
No, I decided to eat their biscuits. No, I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, so this is the whole thing is done out of hatred because of they are absolutely petrified, because if Trump gets back in, it's going to be massive. It's going to disrupt their life in a massive way, and so the blackmail is get rid of Trump, otherwise we are going to cause a lot more of this. That's it basically. So he's got to stand down, but he's not going to do that. Absolutely, he's not going to do that. So of course, well, they try. They never just do something because it's going to be disruptive. Of course, they're going to do things as well because it's going to be better off for them. So there's always going to be a bit of a deal that they're going to make out of it. So wouldn't surprise me at all. I get a yes with that. Quartz and lithium mines. Yeah. So yeah, they are evil through and through. They have no conscience, none.
I agree. Thank you, my love. Our next question comes from Akasha. Now it has come out that 82% of Innovation Green Slush Fund was given to insiders, ethics violations, and illegal. I'm not sure what the Innovation Green Slush Fund is. It's a Canadian question. Will the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, finally get these documents that they're trying to hide? So I'm not sure. Up until that point, I really don't understand the question, but we can still answer the question based on your question and see what kind of answer we can get. Will the RCMP finally get these documents that they are trying to hide? So apparently there's some corruption going on. There's a lot of corruption going on in Canada. We all know that Trudeau is a piece of shit, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Gotta put that disclaimer out there. But yeah, every time I see people from Canada here in Siesta Key, I'll say, what do you think about Trudeau? I hate him. I'm like, how did he even get voted for or elected? If everybody, I haven't talked to one person that says, I love him. Not one Canadian. And a lot of Canadians come down here and live half the year. They call them snowbirds here in Florida. So I haven't seen one person. I said, well, I'll tell them, yeah, well, we all think the same of him here in the United States. He's a fucktard. So will the RCMP finally get these documents that they are trying to hide? I got lots of, Jesus. And I did not get the Hanged Man and the Devil card, but what I did get was Celebration. I got the yes card, answer card for that. Got New Beginnings going on. And you got somebody coming in that's kind of, this could be, this to me is the Trump card, but maybe there's somebody coming in that Trump approves of, or maybe Trump will have something to do with it. But yeah, the corruption's, it's all going to come to an end, Canada. Hang in there. You've been through enough with Trudeau and these fake elections, and the balloting has been fucked up. The machines have been co-opted for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, hang in there, Canada. Your days are coming of happiness. All right, that's what I got.
Thank you, my darling. Okay, so we've got the world. So everything's going to turn out better than expected. And we've also got the wheels. So the wheels are in motion. Everything is turning, cogs in the wheel, everything is turning. And you will have your time and they are not going to get away with any of it. Okay, so crimes against humanity is going to be, going around everywhere, every country. Okay, like I said, this is a movement. This is not just Trump, Trump for the USA. This is for everywhere. There is a movement happening to get rid of the deep state. They're not going to get rid of the deep state in America and then not be helping everyone else as well. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, it's all a bit of a competition. Okay, it's a competition who can get the worst corruption, and get away with it. I really feel as if they all have a laugh, about that. They all go, see, I did this, and I did this. And they will be caught out. That all will come out. There's videos and yeah, it's, you look at all these videos that are coming out now, get them drunk, get a hidden camera, and they're all admitting it. So yeah, the answer to that is I don't exactly know what this is. So if I've worded things wrong, I'm just going to say that, the world card says it all. Just, yeah. You're on mute, my love.
I agree with you. It's kind of like when they go to the Bilderberg meetings, and they all sit around and that's probably some of the shit that they laugh at. Oh, look at the goyim. Look at those people begging for shekels or whatever the fuck they talk about there. I don't know. But yeah, they're all laughing at us. We are the useless eaters through their eyes. Fuck you. And your useless eater.
And bullshit. This new fashion as well. I think that they think of all the many different stupid things that their people are going to wear. They make people look as ridiculous as possible, and then send it out there, and it's the biggest laugh. I think that that has there's awards going on regarding that from some of these elitists. Yeah, that was ridiculous. You got them wearing that. You got them wearing trousers that shows their boxer shorts. So yeah, that's it. That one.
And then Celine Dion's baby line of Death Cult.
Yep. I've probably got an award too.
Yep. Deb has our next question. What's the chances of the Blaze star going to burn out and produce a supernova this October? I haven't heard of that. This is the first I've heard of it, but I drew 5 cards on this, and I can tell you one thing. Well, we got this card again, the Devil card, yet again. And I'll show you the other cards and how I put these all together. We got fast changes. You got a lot on your mind. So drop this one. 7 of Wands, being attacked basically, and you're back against the wall. What I'm getting from these cards is that, like I said, I haven't heard of this before, but what they're putting out there is fear propaganda. There's no effing way in hell. I guarantee November 1st, there will not be, you won't hear of anything of a supernova, because that would affect everything within this galaxy. There is a supernova, though, that they've been watching. Betelgeuse is one that they've anticipated that will go supernova eventually, perhaps even in our lifetimes. But this one, no, that's not going to happen. That's what I have. Let's see what Ali thinks.
That's what they just told me as well. And that's what they said. They said that there, in our lifetime, that there will be a supernova that we will experience and see, but not yet. So that's that. It's short and sweet, I'm afraid. That's what they said.
Okay.
And I bet you he hasn't had a chance to do the next
You
one.
are 100% correct. So, oops. That card's upside down and backwards. Because I had to rush through everything. Our next question comes from Bella. Oh, where did it go? Oh, here it is. Why haven't either party, Democrat or Republican, ever mentioned chemtrails? Well, guess we got the double card again, because it's been contrived. The last thing they want. What we're finally seeing, and I put this on my personal Facebook page, is that in New York, where Bella lives, there's a couple cities in New York that are banning fluoride. Now it's already banned there in the UK where Ali is, but we're starting, because they're saying it's affecting people and their IQ and stuff like that. Finally, conspiracy theorists were right again, and we've been right so many fucking times, and we're telling people, hey, fluoride's bad for you. It's a neurotoxin. It's fucking with people's brains. Yeah, whatever, you fucking tinfoil hat, fucktard. Yeah. Well, the same shit with chemtrails too. They say now it's called geoengineering. Oh, the geoengineering's real, but chemtrails, you're crazy. Those are contrails. They're not chemtrails. Fuck you. That shit never existed before, like the late 80s beforehand. You won't see any pictures or photographs or videos of a chemtrail ever from like 1989 and earlier. But I noticed that there are some commercials that are based on different, like, old movies and stuff like that, where they're editing in chemtrails from an older movie. Boy, isn't that a bullshit tactic to normalize chemtrails to make it seem like, oh, they've been around forever. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. So yeah, they got the devil card again. They don't want you to know. They want you to, this is all about subservience, control, and conformity. It's the same template as every religion, as every government. We don't need to be controlled anymore. So yeah, it's about control. And that's why there's no good reason why they haven't. We'll put it that way. But that's what I got. Let's see what Ali has.
Oh. Fluoride isn't banned in the UK, just to let you know. It's just some areas, some cities, we don't have it. In the UK, we don't have it. But they still use it in toothpaste, and they still use it in mouthwashes and all of that. And in some water as well, bottled water. Sometimes they have it in there as well. Yeah, I wish it was banned. But anyway, so in answer to that, Bella, I feel that well, I don't know how true this is, but sometimes I have to just let my guides answer it and then find out the truth later on. But apparently Trump has got close to saying about it. And I don't know how true that is, but maybe we can look it up and have a little look and see if that is the case. I feel that it's going to be drip fed to the people, and it's going to become very normal, very subtly, because they've already had scientific proof that's what they've done. There is videos out there that's already about it. It's like, yeah, that's called geoengineering. That's, they're already doing it. So, and they did it in the, oh my goodness, the Vietnam War. They created mudslides so that the Vietnamese couldn't get their military vehicles through. They created mudslides, and so that's all known. So it's like, it is already spoken about, but I think that it should be made clearer. Absolutely. That's what I get.
Thank you, baby. And Wendy says, good to see you, Greg. Been sending you prayers to keep you safe during Hurricane Helene. Thank you. I appreciate that. Bella has another question. I love you. Bella has another question. Will the Dominion voting machines be tampered with again? And stay tuned for Live and Uncensored, because I have a video on there that I'll be talking about. Ali and I will be talking about how once again they can hack into these machines instantly, the new machines. So I'm getting yes. It will, and it's not going to be good what they're going to do, but that's going to lead to a greater understanding, and it's also going to lead to benevolence, celebration. It's going to get exposed. In other words, all this shit is going to get exposed. All that corruption that's been going on, and it's all tied together. Whether it's Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, what's up with the Steens, right? P. Diddy Steen, Hollywood, music industry, crooked politicians, the NFL, they're all tied together. All this shit's going to come out, and they won't be able to walk outside without being ridiculed and laughed at, and that time's coming real soon. You don't want to be one of them. That's what I have. Let's see what Ali has.
They are going to try to do that. Yes, and they're going to be caught out basically. So that will be exposed. So it's pretty obvious that they actually were exposed in the last election as well. Trump has it all. You've heard Jan Halper Hayes say Trump has it all. He had all of the, the watermarks in all of the mail-in ballots. He had all the evidence of tampering with that. He had the evidence of the Dominican machines. He had absolutely everything. But they chose to let it play out so that more and more people could see the corruption for themselves. The people weren't ready for the exposure. There would be civil unrest, and they've been trying everything rather than have civil unrest. So they chose to play the longer game, which they have. But this is final now. They're not going to do that this time round. So that's what they're telling me.
I love your answer. Yay! That's good. A good answer. We actually are caught up on the questions, which is great. We can take comments now and hang out with you guys. Lori said, "I heard that car fire completely destroyed the home. Isn't that something?" So, not just. Well, I mean, fortunately, it was caught on their surveillance camera. That, and fortunately, the footage was still available for everyone to show the corruption and how bad these fucking cars are. Shannon says, "I have a hybrid Jeep. I love it, but it keeps giving me a weird error message."
Yeah.
Silica sand are found in North Carolina. Silica is used to make computer chips. Silicon Valley. Those electric cars will use more energy in the long run, just like it uses unbelievable amounts of energy.
Yeah.
Just like AI uses. Okay. Do you want to take over on checking out these comments? I'll leave it off on this one. You take over.
Okay, love. Where are we? Okay. So somebody was saying to supercharge one electric car is the same as 540 houses full of electricity. Oh my Lord. Really? That's a lot, isn't it?
And what are you going to do with the lithium batteries once the batteries are dead? You can't just destroy them. Where do they go? This is a lose-lose situation for everybody.
And this is why the off-worlders want, are right behind Trump as well. They want this planet survivable, and if they get back in, it won't be. So this is all in the plan, in the long plan. So it's not going to get to that. That's what I just feel. It's not going to get to that. It was called seeding the hurricane when I was in school in the 60s in Florida. Yeah, they've been introducing it for a long time.
Yeah.
Geoengineering storm, 100%. Yeah. Thank you, Lilith. Oh, we've done that one. Okay. Good to see you, Greg. Been sending prayers. Okay. Mary Wins. Hi. Hi, Mary. Claudette saying hi to everybody. I love that. It does answer this question. Oh, by Martel. RFK actually said something on Twitter. I asked a question to him and he actually answered me. Woo! Saying that is on their list to look into. I was shocked he answered me. So about the chemtrails, really? Wow. She said, yeah, about the chemtrails.
Wow.
Fantastic. Very happy with that. Very, very happy. If you could see my infrared camera outside my house right now, it's not raining or snowing, but camera is picking up huge flakes of something. It was cloudy all day. Oh, that can be all sorts of things that are in the clouds, couldn't it? It's coming down.
It could be it could be nefarious, or it could be positive. It could be photonic energy that's flooding the earth, that's being picked up, a positive kind of energy. Who knows? Yeah.
I'm getting ready, doing all my daily readings, darling, because I always sell lots. These go all over the world. These they're like fortune cookies, and they've got a little message on there. So I sent them over to Greg as well. So everybody who's ever had something from me, like jewelry or something, I've always put some in there for them.
Here's one that you sent me. I don't know if I can read it online now.
They're not usually that naughty.
This is like the perfect one for tonight. I love being mom and dad to our In5d family. How perfect is that? Yeah.
That's not these, by the way. That's not these. That was my own version that I did for Greg.
Yes. I love you. That's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, some of those aren't readable.
That's why I prefaced. I'm not sure if I can read this online. Yeah.
I thought you just answering the other one.
Oh.
Yeah. So back to Iran and Israel. Netanyahu, apparently they murdered or killed there's two of the leaders of the bad guys in Iran, and that's what started this retaliation off, apparently. Have you heard that?
Yep. When Trump had his last speech, apparently there were people holding up that guy that got murdered, assassinated. They're holding up pictures of him in a foreign country while Trump was talking, and I'm not sure how that tied into one another. But real quick, I just want to say hi to my friend Chuck. I just got your message tonight. My phone has been on mute because that night I put it on mute and I just forgot to unmute it. So I haven't seen. I saw your message tonight. I'll give you a call a little later. Okay. How are you, brother? Oh, real quick. Also, what are you feeling about what she's saying? I think it's good. I think it's positive. I feel that it's platonic, positive energy. What do you think?
I felt it was good. Yeah. I felt it was good. Yeah, nothing bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. May even be a feather or two. She may even see a feather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
when's your next gig, my love?
I don't know, Chuck. When's then our next gig? I don't have my calendar in front of me. I'm not sure. Chuck went back. He had a high school reunion. I think it's like his 70th reunion or 60th. I don't know. He knows I'm fucking with him, but it's not
you
that
are
much.
Tease. You are a tease. Easy kid.
Yeah, so hopefully that went well for him, and we had a gig right before that, and so now that he's back, who knows? We'll see where it goes. Yeah.
No.
But
can't you do some busking on the beach? Are you allowed to do busking on the beach?
nobody has money on the beach. You wear a bathing suit to the beach. You don't bring cash with you.
Oh, hold on a minute. You can have one of those card machines. Can be
You don't
done.
bring cards. You don't bring cards with you either.
Of course you do.
No one does. I don't. Yeah. Ah,
There should be an ice cream place at every beach.
October 14th and 26th. There should be. October 14th is a Monday, and October 26th is a Saturday. Perfect. Come in. Right on.
Oh, I wish I could come to your gigs, and
we are the last place we played at.
I could throw my knickers at you, but
I kind of told you about it.
But they'd knock you out, my love. I'm
not going to complain. I told you about the last day we played at, but it was at this. It was at a retirement home, and I think the average age might have been like 73 or something like that, like Chuck's age. So they were all Chuck's peers. He's like,
I wouldn't put up with that,
fucker. But I told you that there was this one woman. She had to have been 75, 78 years old. She goes, "I was watching you the whole time."
Who? To Chuck?
No, to me. She came up after the gig. I told you about that. Anyway.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
It's funny. I wish you were there.
Akasha says,
especially. What's that? Akasha said what?
Sorry. What do you play, Greg?
Guitar. I didn't know you were still listening, Chuck. It was his 60th high school. No, I'm sorry. His 50th high school reunion. You douchebag. He and I love this guy, man. He and I, we look like brothers. Our families are similar to one another. Our moms are like each other, and he's just a great guy. You know, I can't say enough good things about Chuck. Yeah, I'm looking at a card right here, the sun. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about him. I love you, brother. Thanks for being part of my life as well. And it's funny because I've called Ali up while we're doing gigs, and she I don't know, I'll hold the phone out there, and Chuck will be like right here, and he'll talk to her and as well, and you know, I've done.
Yeah, when I think I've got no makeup on, and I'm like feeling like, oh my god, I look like a bag of shit, and he's trying to introduce me to his mate, and I feel awful. So.
You look hot. You always look beautiful. Oh yeah. Love you. Right on. Love you back, brother.
Love to you too. Love to you.
Yeah, Chuck also.
That's lovely. That's really nice.
Akasha was asking, what do you play? I said guitar. Well, Chuck also plays guitar. I think he got a picture in Guitar Magazine for inventing a new chord. I don't know how he did it with his hands, but he's swearing at me right now because I'm fucking with him. He doesn't know. He uses the guitar for a prop. And that's this picture of himself holding the guitar. As me being a guitarist, I'll look at the hand and I'll say, "Oh, that guy's making a D chord or a G chord, or it's a bar F chord or something like that." What he was doing on the guitar is not a chord at all. It's nothing even close to a chord. I can get lucky at it. It's probably true, but we don't, and we will. I'm the goat of the guitar. You should see him on keyboards. Oh yeah, it's fun.
Oh, it sounds amazing, the band. It really does.
It is.
They're very, very talented, you guys. Very talented.
We have fun doing it. So yeah, looking forward to the next time we do that. And thank you for letting me be part of your gigs as well, Chuck. Yeah.
That's what you've wanted for a long time, is to get playing in the band. You've wanted that, so it's lovely.
Also, I want to just put it out there to anyone that might know my friend Brian Halling. I posted on his Facebook page. His Facebook page, he goes under BK Shyster, which was the name of one of his bands. I think it was the band after I used to be in a couple bands with Brian. But I haven't seen him. He hasn't posted online since February. His cell phone doesn't work anymore. I was given a landline number that I can't get an answer for or leave a message on. So if anyone knows my friend Brian Halling, have him get in touch with me. And I have him, in case, because his phone, he doesn't have his cell phone anymore. I messaged him my phone number on Messengers, Facebook Messenger. So have him just look there for my phone number. But if you're watching, Brian, call me. That's where you can find my number. Love you, brother.
Yeah. We hope you're okay.
I mean, especially with my health, I would want people checking on me. If you didn't hear from me for like 4 days, wouldn't you be concerned? I'd be
24 hours.
Yeah, I'd feel that way for you, definitely. And I'd want doing that with me. So, and I've known Brian. Brian and I have a long history. Definitely. So, yeah, just putting it out there, Brian. I hope you're just by chance watching, and give me a call. Because he used to comment in the chat when he was visiting.
Yeah.
I'd always say hi to him.
You two used to do a bit of ball busting as well, didn't you?
Oh yeah. I guess that's a musician thing, and sports thing too.
Thing.
Yeah, it's a guy thing. Yeah. At least a lot of the guys in my close circle. I'm a musician, a sports player, partier. It's a small circle, because you had, like, when I was in high school, you had the jocks, you had the heads. I was a little of both at the time. Definitely a ball buster, and you're right. That's the kind of music we would do. Anything cross between Billy Joel, Elton John. Yeah. Two surfer dudes. Hopefully we're going to be playing at my parents' retirement place.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometime.
Do you know when?
It probably won't be until November. I think that would be the earliest time that would be available. But what a treat that would be for my parents. Dad's 94, Mom's 88. What a treat that would be. They haven't seen me. They haven't seen me.
So proud of you.
They haven't seen me play since, I think, 1983, 1984, something like that, at this bar called, I think it was, I forgot what's, La Potpourri, I think it was called, or something. It was a biker bar. Fucked up name for a biker bar, but yeah, that's, apparently I was jumping on the table and knocking over people's drinks while I was playing guitar and shit. Yeah, that was fun. But they haven't seen me since then. Yeah, that was 80s, probably 40 some odd years ago. So it'd be a treat for them to see me now with my buddy Chuck.
I bet they're hoping that you've calmed down a bit now, my son.
I told her
It
I
can't be
promised.
like that at our nursing home.
No, I told her I promise I won't jump on anyone's table. Too old for that. Anyway,
You've got some wonderful memories, though, which is all that you need. It's good.
Yes, and I needed this tonight to get my mind off of everything that's going on health-wise. So I want to thank you and everyone for being here and sharing this evening with us. Is there anything you'd like to wrap up with, my love?
No, just that it's Greg's Patreon this Wednesday. So my Patreon people are invited to his Patreon, which is Wednesday. What time on Wednesday is it, love?
8 p.m.
8
Eastern.
p.m. Eastern. Yeah. So I'll send you all the code. And if anybody wants a reading with me, then please reach out on PsychicAlly.net. Also, I've got the next 5-week course starting, and it's basically enhancing your mediumship and clairvoyance, that contact with spirit, and also, your intuition, your psychic intuition. So it's a 5-week course. So if anybody wants to join in, it's £5, which works out at around between $6 and $7, something like that. Just come and let me know, and on the website, and I'll send you the Zoom code. Oh, sorry, it's on Mondays. Monday, 7:30 p.m. on Mondays, UK, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, and 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, and that is about a 3-hour class. So, yeah, all levels.
On In5d.com, you can book a reading with me. I had a reading last week with Ann Weaver, and it was fantastic. If you're watching, Ann, thank you. Appreciate that. You can get readings with me there as well. Also, I have a book out on Amazon about idioms. And if Ellie doesn't have hers in front of her, and I
haven't got it with me. I'm so sorry.
Mine's in the bedroom, but it's an amazing book. Anyway, the link for it, if you're on Facebook, is right up here, and if you're on YouTube, it's down here. If you want to help support me, I don't make a lot of money on it, but I think you'll find that book interesting as well. Also, check out In5d.net for amazing quantum tie-dye T-shirts. And if anyone's having any issues ordering any, let me know. Sometimes there are issues on the website that I don't know about. So if you have any issues, let me know. And outside of that, hope to see you guys at 10 o'clock in about 30 minutes on Rumble. That link is up here on Facebook, down here on YouTube. I want to thank everyone for watching us live. And if you're watching this on the recorded version, thank you as well. Please like, share. That helps immensely. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So on behalf of the love of my life, my beautiful Ali, who I love so much, I'm Greg. And we're sending you so much love from our heart to yours. Take care, everyone. Peace.